Hi YouTube, it's your girl Veronica from Expiring Minds. Right now I am by myself. Bay is not with me, but he will be with me later. I know we haven't did a video in a while, which I have to explain. A lot of people don't know. Well, family, people we be around know, but we haven't put it on YouTube or nothing. But Bay and I are expecting. So that's where I'm at now. I'm in the hospital. Today is February the 3rd. I've been here since January 16th. Okay. So, I found out what I was having. No, I did my first ultrasound December the 2nd. And, well, I really wasn't going to say, but so I went to my first ultrasound December 2nd. I had to wait like a month and a half because they were like so booked, and that was like the next appointment I could get. So, so I ended up on December the 2nd. I went, I went by myself because it was just like a little regular ultrasound. So I ended up getting there, and the lady asked me about my son. She was like, so, you had one first exciting pregnancy. You had your son in Myrtle Beach. I was like, yeah. She was like, well, we have some more news for you. Good news. You're having twins. And I was just so shocked. I was like, what? I really was. I didn't. Because at first I thought she was just playing, but when she actually looked at the ultrasound, you could see. So, I called Bay because he was working. So I called him, and by that time he had just got home, and I was like, are you sitting down? He was like, yeah, what's wrong? And I was like, you sure you sitting down? And I wish I could have got his reaction, but I was still at the doctor's office when I actually told him. And it's, they show you the ultrasound would say baby A, baby B. So that's what I showed him. At first he was missing it. And I was like, babe, what do this say? Baby. Then he was like, does that mean we having twins? And I was like, yeah. He said, stop playing. I was like, no, I'm really not playing. And I had to show my name at the top and everything. So then I called my mama. And she was like, for real? And I was like, yeah. And she couldn't believe it either. So I called my aunt. And I told her to go out the room because other people were in there. And she couldn't believe it either. I said, well, don't tell nobody else. But I know she had to tell my uncle, her husband. I was like, that's fine. And she was like, he was just so stunned. He couldn't say nothing. But, I told her don't say nothing. I told my mama, and we didn't tell anybody. Um, we didn't tell anybody that we were really pregnant. I know before my uncle kept saying, trying to get getting big. Every time I would see him go over there, he'd be like, you getting bigger and bigger. And I wouldn't say nothing. Because at that time, because the day I did go to the hospital, they went ahead and I was high risk. I was high risk for high blood pressure. It was just a lot. The list goes on. But anyway, so with me being high risk pregnancy, and with twins and where I stay, I had to come to Winston Hospital and start doing my prenatal visits here. So at first I was doing every 2 weeks. I would come here. Then my regular doctor's appointments there. So I came to my second appointment. I came with Bay and my aunt, and my blood pressure was like high, so they kept me. I stayed for 3 days. Okay. I went home that Saturday, and they called me Monday and told me I had no. They called me. Yeah, I went home Saturday. They called me and told me I had an appointment Tuesday in Thomasville. Checkup. Just go check my. No, Monday I had to go check my blood pressure in Thomasville, and I had a prenatal visit here that Thursday. So Thursday, that was the 16th. And I kept telling Bear, I was like, because the first time I came, I did not plan on being kept at all. So let me turn this TV down. Sorry about that. So, I wasn't prepared at all the first time. I didn't have a phone charger, no nothing. At the holidays, I leave the house, I always normally have my phone charger. I didn't have that. I didn't have nothing, nothing. So, when I came the 16th, that morning I had packed me and Bay a bag. I was like, well, let's just have a bag just in case. And, which I had the feeling, because I kept telling him, I was like, I think they're going to, I just feel like they're going to keep me. So, we get here, and, come up for my visit and everything. The doctor come in, and he was like, so, we're gonna keep you. And this time, we're gonna keep you until you actually have them. So then I was just like, everything just started going through my mind. My baby, being at home, which he's taken, well taken care of. But, he's not able to come visit me in my room because the flu going around. So I have to go downstairs when they do bring them to see me, which is fine, that's better than me not being able to see him at all. So, me and babe, we just, we talked about everything. And the main reason they kept me, they wanted me to be still, pretty much. Because I wasn't at home. I was, like, cleaning, make sure all the clothes washed, which I was having help. But, I was still trying to do things and take Christmas stuff down and get the house back how it was or better. But anyway, yeah, so they ended up keeping me. And so I've been here since. I went for ultrasound. I've been to ultrasound maybe 4 or 5 times since I've been here. They try to do it at least once a week. Because one of the babies' blood flow, it's not how he wants it to be. And then baby A has to get his weight up and everything. And try not to say what they are, but I don't know, I might slip out. I'm gonna try not to say it, but if it does, because I want to kind of put the reveal in this video, but it has been hard staying. It really has, but like my first couple of days were okay. Then, like I just knew, like after I had did the steroid shots, I just knew I was gonna go home. And then he was just like, "Oh no, we're keeping you until for sure." I was like, excuse me, when somebody is like so used to being busy and on the go all the time, it's hard for you to be stuck in one room doing nothing. So that day I kind of had a little breakdown. I called Bae, I called my aunt and my mama, and I was like, well, here I am, I have to stay. And they were just like, everything's gonna be okay and everything, you're doing it for the babies, which I knew. I was like, because it was for me, I'd be out of here. But no. But each day they have to monitor the babies for 30 minutes. I guess they have to be strapped up for 30 minutes while they get their heart rates. And of course they keep checking my blood pressure and my urine, which they have to make sure I'm peeing enough, drinking and peeing enough. At first they said I was not at all. Then my eating, it has went down. But I'm trying my best to stay, uplifted because it can be hard, you know. But when you having twins, they definitely have to keep a watch out. They really do. Baby B, wait, at first they were weighing the same thing, 1.6 ounces. Then baby B went to 2 pounds, 3 ounces. And baby A was 1 pound, 11 ounces. But baby A likes to lay on my bladder. That's the position it stays the whole time. To flip over and everything and face my back, but it will be down there the whole time. That baby B just be chilling. But I can't say this pregnancy is different from my first, but they've been good. Like this one's, even though I'm here, it's still not a bad pregnancy. I just know they have to keep watch over them more than having one. So, you know, even though with this pregnancy I don't have fibroid tumors, I still have to get a C-section because of it being twins, and you know, the blood flow and everything, because they are in separate sacs, but they share the same placenta. So he did tell me that they are. See, this kind of telling it that they are identical. So, you know, of course, they're the same sex. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. We're having 2 girls, and they are identical twins. And my son, when I first found out I was pregnant, I remember, I know I just jumped off subject. I remember when we were just sitting around the house watching TV. I had a little house gown on, and he kept just lifting my dress up, sticking his head under my dress. And my aunt was like, "Are you trying to get back to where you came from?" You know, just said it like that as a joke. And see, at that time, we had just found out. Me and baby, we didn't say anything to nobody. We didn't say nothing until the following week. And so when she said it, it was like, oh. And then I was like, my baby, no, he know. And then he would be different. He started biting me. He did. He started biting. And I'd be like, because I could be standing at the kitchen and he'll just walk up to me and bite me on the leg or anywhere. Or he would pinch my stomach. He really would. And I was like, yeah, he knows. He knows. And one thing he did too, when he was born, he did have a pacifier when he was at the beach. When he was left down there for a week and a half or something like that. When I came home, when they released me, I had to come home and go back and visit him. But we didn't play pacifiers. He came home, didn't give him pacifier. um, at all. So, he was used to not having a pacifier. When you try to put one in his mouth, he split it out. So, that was good. So, when I found out I was pregnant, all of a sudden one day he started sucking his thumb. Both of them. And he would not stop. At first, because of course they didn't know. Well, my aunt did. My aunt knew. And my mama knew I was pregnant, but I hadn't told my uncle yet. And, my mom kept saying he's sucking his thumb because he know you pregnant. And he trying to make sure he stay the baby. And I was like, yeah. So that started letting him touch my belly and be like, babies. But he know he not supposed to suck it. Like if you ask him to take it out, he'll take it out, laugh, and put his other thumb in there. He's a mess, but he'll be 2 in July. But yeah, I am. Today I turned 29 weeks. Yeah, I turned 29 weeks today. And I think that, before I went downstairs this morning, they were trying to get me to make it to 34 weeks. So, sorry, I got distracted trying to watch that. But, yes. But, yeah. I've made it a little home. But, yeah, me and Babe will tell y'all a different story when he comes. So, we just supposed to be really on we were just starting honeymooning. But no, we did get married. We got married December the 21st. And, yeah, and all this came about like this. So, we're still trying to adjust and, trying to be at home, living together, same place and all this, and then trying to get it in order, and then here I am in the hospital. But everything will be fine. I'll be back home shortly. I need to just quit worrying like he told me. And my family, quit worrying all the time. Everything will be fine. But I'll be okay. So, some of y'all might not know, but my son, he's, we did his theme, Mickey Mouse. Since my mom was a Mickey Mouse fan, I just kept that going. So, since he's Mickey Mouse, and my mom, she does just a teeny bit of Mickey Mouse, I made the girls Minnie Mouse. So, I've got a few gifts over there that people brought. Well, the little frame, I made it in craft. In arts and craft, I do on Tuesdays. That was my first time going, so I made that for them. Yeah, because I didn't have nothing to do in here. But they gave me plenty. They gave me some pictures to color and everything. So I did do that. And also I had to spend my birthday here. So that was another thing. But, you know, I'd rather be here and my babies be safe than be home and something goes wrong. Because me, I'm not going to be still. Well, I try, but I still end up doing everything. Because the day before I actually came here for my prenatal visit, I was home washing all the clothes, all the towels, all the sheets, everything. And I still kind of had that feeling. That's why I went ahead and got it done, too. Because I knew my husband was going to be at home and stuff. You know, be back and forth. So it was like, you know, which made it a little easy on him. So, but, I'm hanging in there. I'm excited. I'm going to try my best to get much as I can. With their birth. I'm not really sure when they're actually going to come. When he's going to take them. But, as soon as I find out, I will let you guys know. I ask everybody for your prayers, your support. Just remember to subscribe, comment, and like. And yes, me and Bae will be back to tell y'all our wedding story. But yeah, we're excited though, we really are. We really are. We're gonna also try to do a what is it, 25 questions, 25 facts about us, or something like that. We're gonna try to do one of those, one or the other. We also want to do a Q&A as well. I told him I want to get this YouTube thing like rolling. I know we've been doing a lot, and I know it's not an excuse, but like, you know, with me worrying about this and everything, and the wedding was like a lot of stress, and then, you know, I really wasn't supposed to be doing anything, stressing out at all. But so I'm here now. I have no choice. But I ask, you know, everybody to keep us in your prayers and hope, you know, the babies come out healthy and everything. And I will get back with y'all later on another video. Peace out.